I could count the people I trust now on like one hand, and that includes my parents, my man, my best friend, and you. Very few people in business actually move with integrity. That was another lesson I learned. But I mean, in business, I feel like you just have to learn to accept the apologies you're never gonna get and move on, and you can't hold on to it. Welcome back to the Monify podcast, where money meets Wi-Fi and excuses go to dive.
The show that breaks down the raw reality of how to build, scale, and optimize a multi-six-figure business online.
For coaches, creators, and entrepreneurs who are ready to monify. One take? One take, baby!
Like that? Episode 2, we already there. We done.
Guys, we already got so much better.
Yo. Come on.
Moment of silence.
For real. Put some respect
Yesterday that took us.
on the name for a second.
Not as excited about 3 sentences. Okay.
Yo, I feel powerful right now.
All right.
Freaking good. Well, sorry for that brief little little excitement there. We have a very special episode today. We are breaking down the story, the journey, the accomplishments, the mistakes, the lessons learned, and all of the good, bad, and ugly between where you started in your journey, but mainly to where you are now and how you got there. And realistically, I always want to know all the lessons you've learned, like truly. That's my biggest thing.
Oh man, we might be here a while.
Because I'm younger than you, right? You're grandma. I'm your son, and I got a lot to learn. You're the expert. You're leading the pack, and so
Yeah, respect your elders.
Yeah, respect your elders. That's what I'm doing. Yes, ma'am.
Not the ma'am.
So yeah, dude. We're just gonna take it straight from, I guess, from the very beginning. We take it all the way back to before any online success you had, right? Let go of everything that you obviously know now, and like really just take me back to before the coaching business, before network marketing, even the bottle service, any of that stuff. Like, who was Crista, and like just where did it all kind of like begin per se? Just as far as you can remember, it's like I a specific moment. I remember like my story started. So like, where was that like my story like the journey began?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was always a little bit of a hustler. Like I was the kid in middle school selling candy out of my book bag, and I'd be like, I made like $20 this week, and I would go buy like CDs that had like the bad words on it that my parents wouldn't allow me to get. I would go buy them behind my parents' back. So like I was always like trying to figure out ways to make money. I always had that like little hustler mentality. I think I don't even know where that came from. It just kind of like was in me.
Yeah.
I think like high school, like me, baby Crista, like high school, college, I want to say like I always questioned the status quo. Like I've always had an issue, I feel like, especially when I was younger, with authority, meaning like I just always would question how.
Never would have guessed.
I just always would be like, but why do I have to do that? I don't want to do that. Like, this is stupid. I don't need to be here. Like, and it didn't help that I got good grades. Like, I could not pay attention in class and like not, give a shit really, and just cram the night before and get good grades. So I was kind of like, yeah, I'm right. I don't need to be here. Like, this is stupid. I'd rather be making money. I'd rather be partying. I'd rather be doing something else, like whatever it was at the time. So I got good grades, but I was definitely on the scene person, party person, had a lot of friends. I would say like in the popular crowd or whatever, but it was just growing up in Miami. I feel like who I am today, people would never believe who I was back then.
I couldn't imagine growing up in Miami, honestly. I mean, I grew up small, redneck little town.
Yeah.
Like
my first time at Live, I was 15 years old.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it sounds so crazy to say now, but during that time, it was like normal. Like it was like all of my people, we were all there, like 15, 16, like.
Our childhoods, complete opposites, but that way.
Yeah.
Like complete opposite. Yeah. That's crazy. So high school, I mean, obviously, like popular kid.
I guess.
Kind of figured out. It seemed like you weren't going to take a normal path, a normal route, right? So
I just knew, I wasn't, and I didn't even want to go to school. I wanted to make money. So I was like, growing up in Miami again.
And I think that's a big city thing, because I've noticed when I moved to Miami, I've met a lot of male and females that are very young, and they are way more just like, one, ambitious, but dude, too, like understanding about the world with just money and
Oh, yeah.
business, like hustlers,
Oh
like
my God.
already 15, 16, 17 years old, like
Totally.
already starting businesses, already like literally making
Yeah.
legit money.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I was like just trying to figure out how I can get a Bud Light into my dad's basement at 18, 17, 16 years old, bro.
Yeah.
Like we're on four wheelers, like dude, I did none. I just had no recollection of understanding that world. I wasn't even exposed to it.
Yeah.
See, you were exposed to it, and that's I think the secret to being in a big
Yeah.
city and the advantage you get from it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of disadvantages. I think you grow up really fast, and if you don't have a good head on your shoulder, and like, I was lucky enough to like, I grew up going to church. I had good parents. Like, they instilled a lot of values in me, thank God, because if not, I think I would have veered off to a really bad path, which a lot of people did.
Easily. Happens
You
all
know?
the time, for sure.
But yeah, so anyways, the whole thing in high school, college, like I didn't want to go to college, but I got a scholarship and it really just like wasn't up for debate. My dad was like, "You're going." And I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm going." So I just kind of like picked a major that sounded fun.
What was the major?
Uh, minor in marketing, actually, funny enough. That one kind of came in handy, I guess.
Okay. Not complete waste.
I mean, yeah, it was. I learned a lot more just doing it.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And then event planning and hospitality. So I was like, this sounds fun.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to like plan big stars events. That's like,
Well, I see, and I think it's the root of that initial kind of like passion, desire. You're a planner, right? You like to be in
such a
control,
planner. Yes.
right? Yeah.
Early age happens from
And,
early age.
and I think you see where that initial just like soul attraction to do that, just to your just natural human ability, like what you were gifted with.
Yeah.
You see what that's like. I mean, truly, where it's taking you now, because that's to an extent, in a nutshell, that is what you do. You plan, you strategize, like marketing wise. I mean, you do that exactly.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I guess I would say it helped. I think that it's just more like for your self-esteem to be like, I did it, I followed through, I got this piece of paper, but.
I think what's interesting is you actually followed a gut instinct and a desire that actually met you personally that wasn't, I think, drawn as much to what other people thinks they should go do, right? When you go to college, it's like, oh, I want to do, business administration. I want to do accounting. I want to do nursing. Like, 'cause that's where the money is.
Yeah,
right?
I just remember I was like, I have no idea what I want to do with the rest of my life. I thought it was so weird that like at 18.
As most 15, 18-year-olds
Yeah, it was
don't
like you
at
were
all.
telling me at 18 you know what you want to do. Like I just did not know. So I kept telling my dad, I don't want to go to school. I want to go to Miami and make money. Like I was ready to like start bottle serving immediately. That was what I wanted to do because I had a couple older friends that didn't go to college, were bottle serving, and they were making what a surgeon would make. So for me, I was like, I don't need to go to, like, this is stupid. And my dad was like, no.
Yeah. All right. So, because that's like the next, I think, big step, right? You went to college, you got the degree, realized like, okay, maybe this whole like normal job thing isn't really for me. You kind
No.
of said like, yeah, no thanks.
Oh
Like,
my God, immediately. I immediately knew. I think most people like, not most people, yeah, a lot of people don't like their jobs, but I was miserable at mine. Like it was very clear immediately to me that I was like, this is not for me.
what was the first like job before nightlife?
Well, a
Technically.
server. I was working at Hooters in high school.
Of course you were.
Yes. Yeah. So I was already making money in high school, and so I was like on that path, But my first real job was I was a sales rep, a phone sales rep at Southern Wine and Spirits, literally in a cubicle all day long, calling people, cold calling. Ugh, horrible. It was horrible.
I really couldn't imagine doing it for a legit job, like day after day.
No,
after day
I
after
was miserable. Then I was an assistant for somebody who's really big. I won't say their name, in the hospitality world in Miami, and that was horrible. I was like, this is terrible. Like I don't want to do this. Literally, get me the fuck out of
I
here.
mean, bro, I don't know truly any natural, just present human being that gets a job like that and is not secretly just so miserable. It doesn't match the human
Yes,
biology.
Some people might not mind it, but for me, like I can't even explain to you the feeling in my body every single day. I just felt. I can't even explain it.
I know.
There was one job I had that I loved, and this is what kind of like opened my head up to sales. I was trying to get out of nightlife. It was one of the last like real jobs I had. I was a sales rep, and it was selling timeshare. So when you do one of those jobs, they put you through like an insane sales training. And I learned so much about sales. And that's kind of where I learned like, oh, I'm like really good at this. Like I learned the OG sales pitching, overcoming objections, all that shit.
That was the spark.
And I was so good at it immediately. And so the way that works is the better you are, the more tours you do. So I just remember loving it and being so excited and like closing all these deals. And these are big deals. They're like 10,000, 20,000, sometimes $50,000 deals.
Is this before or after nightlife?
This is like after I had tried to quit, got this job, and then ended up going back.
Okay.
Because the way it works there is like the more you sell, the more you work. So I was working 6 days a week from 8 a.m. and you know, it's real estate essentially. So like you have to sit through closing for each one. I wouldn't get out of there till like 10 p.m. I was going on like 5-6 tours a day. Like it was crazy. So I was like, I loved it. Like I realized I loved the skill and I was good at it. And I realized it kind of like lit me up, but I was like, this can't be the way. I like the skill, but this cannot be the way because I was so burnt out. My life was work, shower, sleep, do it again. Hated it.
But that's
I refused.
Unfortunately, that is to an extent. It's almost everyone in the world. We are extremely blessed.
Yeah.
To live the life we do, and it truly hurts me so bad. It's why I have so much passion, truly, to do what we do and help people build, online income with Wi-Fi, all that kind of thing, online business, yada yada. Because we know what it feels like, bro. We didn't just pop out the womb and just start making money on Wi-Fi, brother. No. We went through the hell. We know what it feels like to be miserable. We know what it feels like to literally like, God, can you just please let the day go by faster? Because I regret it. It hurts me to even say that. Like I used to wish
I had a
for my
ton of
life to go
serving
by
jobs
faster.
too.
Yeah, same. I mean,
And I was miserable at them. Miserable.
It's just not.
I worked at a country club once. It's one of the largest country clubs in Orlando. The guy who built Harry Potter, I think, started it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, but they treat you like the hell. Like horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. It was, oh my God. Like I have had some really, really crazy jobs.
Yeah.
That I hated.
And I think that's why I think we have so much passion for what we do, because we did go through it and we know what it's like. We know it's not right. It's just not the way. It's not the way to live.
It's not the way we're built, I feel like.
It's literally for human biology. We are not supposed to be under artificial light with fake air and not literally able to go move our bodies. Like, bro, people sit at desks for hours a day.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh my God. Or vice versa, the polar complete worst opposite. You're on your feet all day long, standing for 9-12 hours. That was my hell. But regardless though, I mean, there's pros and there's cons obviously to every job.
Yeah.
I think what the biggest focus for me that I tell people is, I mean, number one, I don't care what you do in terms of the responsibilities and maybe the physical labor. Do you love what you do? Do you truly find interest and passion in what you're doing?
Exactly.
And I think to an extent in certain areas, most people do have a desire of an interest in some way for what they do. But where I draw the line at, I think this is where you drew the line at, from what I can tell. The money's one thing. Making great money, right? Bills are paid easily. Do whatever you basically want in terms of like spending money. You're buying yourself purses. You're doing your thing, going to dinner, right? You were living life when you had the time. Where was that transition where you were working maybe like the nightlife and stuff for about 10 years, give or take?
Like
in nightlife?
On and off 10 years, yeah. It was like 7-8 years.
Okay, so when that started to dwindle and you're like, all right, something's got to change. Like, what was it that actually drew you out of nightlife? Was it the hours, or was it like this I mean, what? Like, why did you say no? Because I know the money. That's what kind of kept you there. Am I not right?
I mean, the money kept me there because it was like, okay, what am I gonna do to start making what a surgeon makes? Like immediately. So, and
it was insane.
Yeah, I mean, I was like 22 years old making like $180,000, 150 to like 180.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
It was pretty crazy. And the crazier part was I was blowing my money. Like I was.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine you're 22. You don't know. Like
you ain't got responsibilities.
My dad would tell me, what are you doing? You're blowing through your money. And I was like, I don't care. I'm Kim Kardashian.
Imagine if you would have kept just 25%, 30%.
That's the thing though.
Like,
almost everyone in nightlife, when they're young like that, they don't. Because you're just young,
you live in the moment, baby. Living in the moment
or
spending the moment.
What I will say is I traveled to 48 countries.
Okay,
Everyone's traveling now.
okay, yeah, it's an investment.
I
That's a good
traveled. I
investment.
saw the world.
You know,
I will say that.
I'm a fan of that. You know, I'm a fan of
Yeah.
that. Yep.
So that was what I was spending my money on. I was every chance I wasn't working, I was traveling, and I don't regret it. I'll put it that way. I don't regret it. Learned a lot during all of that, but the reason I got out was, I mean, it was a hard paycheck to leave, but it just, first it was fun, it was glamorous, like serving famous people and all these things, but it got old way faster than you would think. And it's like, yeah, the money's great, but when you feel so unfulfilled, like at some point I was like, okay, I'm working till 6 a.m, I'm sleeping till 1. My quality of life sucks. I'm missing out on a lot of things because since it's such a flexible schedule, you only work the weekends, and I'm every weekend, my friends who have normal jobs, normal lives, they're all meeting up. My family, there's get-togethers. I can't go. I am sleeping and then I'm going to work. So it's like I missed birthdays, I missed trips, like I could go on a lot of trips, but I could go during the week. So
And do you think that environment also played a negative?
completely. Not to downplay or like talk shit about the people in nightlife, but the reality is like nightlife is a place people come to, play with their demons.
Yeah, tell how it is.
And that was my everyday life. So imagine that.
You're
Like
sitting inside of literally just, I mean, vice and degeneracy every single day.
I was drinking every shift to get through it because how are you going to deal with drunk, obnoxious dudes all night? Like,
and blaring music.
oh my God. Like, God. Yeah. And so also the it's a whole other world in there that's like, it's not a real world. Like, it's about like
I've had my nights.
Whose clients are like spending the most. Like, I'm saying like the kind of like the environment is just like, I was losing brain cells there, basically.
What's the craziest, like, not as like story, but like specifically
what? So many.
Specifically, who? I guess you don't have to say the name. What's the most amount of money you've seen spent in a nightclub? For like one person, one table per se.
Yeah. So the person who created Instagram before it was sold to Zuckerberg, he goes. I served him for like years at EDC Vegas, and he spends 300 grand in 3 days. So, no, 300 grand per night. Oh. Yeah.
And I'm sure that's like us spending $3.
I mean, I've never seen so many bottles. It's absurd.
What do you do with those? He didn't drink them?
There's always some left over. I mean, it wasn't just him. It's like probably like 30 people. He has his own stage and everything. It's crazy. I served him for years. He's interesting. It's interesting how like when you see these like tech nerds like get money, like they're just like not the normal cool guy. You know what I mean?
They're literally, it's like, they don't know how to act.
So that's the most I've ever seen spent. The biggest tip I ever saw was Mark Cuban. I love him. $20,000.
Shout out Mark.
Yeah, he was honestly the coolest person I've
ever
served.
You got 20K or was it like split between people?
That's the thing. In bottle service, you always split.
Everyone?
Not everyone, just the bottle servers. So I had to.
So all the bottle servers, like at the end of the night.
We had to split that like 10 ways, I would say.
Still, I mean, it's also on top of other tips that night. So what did you walk out that night?
It was a good night. It was All-Star weekend.
What did you walk out with that night? Do you remember?
I want to say like probably $4 grand that night. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
A typical night usually would be like $1,000 in Miami. Like $1,000 is like pretty typical. 1,500. Slow night would be like if we made 400 or 500, it was like, oh, tonight sucked.
Hey, flash forward now, we make 4K on a phone call sometimes.
I'm dead. Are you a bottle server in your bottle server era?
I don't need to be. I got my phone and Wi-Fi. We good. That's all I need. Last thing on the nightlife thing is I just want to know. I'm just very curious. Who's like the coolest person you served, like celebrity wise? Like who's like your big top?
Honestly, Mark Cuban was so awesome. Like he was so fun, and I'm trying to think who else was really cool.
Give me like 2 athletes, if you have any.
Honestly, athletes are usually the worst because they don't tip. Like they get everything for free and they don't tip. They're cheap as fuck.
Interesting.
Mayweather doesn't tip. He's cheap as fuck.
Oh. Wow.
There's so many people. Like I could tell you so much.
Not really surprising either. You don't tell me who didn't tip, because obviously I can tell you have a very little bit of anger with that.
I'm trying to
like
there's
names.
damn. I'm
like
trying
the big names you served.
I mean,
that people would be like, oh my god.
Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Jennifer Lopez, Drake.
This is at Live.
Drake.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was a good night for you.
Oh my god. Rick Ross.
I see him all the time. He goes to the club every night.
Literally every athlete. Like I can name it, all the big athletes you could think of. They go out all the
Nice.
time.
Nice.
A lot of rappers. But yeah, honestly, Mark Cuban, like I'll never forget that night. That night was
That's sick.
fucking awesome.
So obviously, like, dude, to be honest, to most people, that sounds like a dream. You're making 4K a night sometimes. You're around the big boys, like some real legit celebrities. Like people look up to these people like gods, and you're in there you're just hanging out with them casually every night. Like I
Yeah.
don't get it. Like why did you make such a big pivot to get out of that bottle service and into like building a brand like from scratch? Like what gave you more like the courage?
I just had no purpose. And I was like, this can't be what my life looks like forever. I mean, there's a shelf life on jobs like that too. And I was already, I think when I finally quit, I was 28. So, I was like pushing 30 and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I think I was already over it like maybe 4 or 5 years before that. So I had already been like
Yeah.
dragging myself there,
Finally looking for a way out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think what you realized was, as most people do, they get into a job, I think, secretly for the urge of getting the money. Everyone
yeah.
thinks that money brings happiness. I'm not gonna lie.
Money does not bring happiness. I've learned that.
It helps with doing happy things.
It makes your life easier.
That's exactly what it does. It's the only thing it does, to be honest with you.
It does not make you happy.
When I think back to my most favorite memories of, quote unquote, when I was like, had a lot of money or I made a lot of money with whatever it may have been, it wasn't having the actual money that made it fun. It was the people I was with doing certain things that sometimes didn't even really involve money.
Yeah, it's like the stupid shit, like in your hotel rooms, just goofing around, like dumb shit.
And I think money just gives you, again, like sometimes more crazier per se experiences that you can do with friends.
Totally, it makes your life easier. It definitely does, but it's not a correlation to happiness. And if it was, we wouldn't see so many celebrities and rich people offing themselves.
So it obviously, like, the transition really came from, what I can tell is you dropped this whole, I think, obsession with money that you first had getting into nightlife, and you started striving for purpose. You wanted fulfillment, right? And you wanted to do something that you actually really loved and cared about more than just what the paycheck was going to be at the end of the day.
Yeah, I wanted purpose. That's really, I think, what I was searching for. Purpose, and also like a community of people that I felt like could add to my life, and I really felt like I was lacking that. I did not have a core group of people around me that were like pushing me, stuff like that. Like I was craving that almost, and I think that a lot of people feel that way. And
For sure.
they spend a lot of time at work, so that's where you're gonna spend your most time with people. Like that's who you're gonna make friends with, and especially in nightlife, it was like most people were working during the week, so I was off. So my only friends were really like nightlife people. So on their nights off, they were either partying, like trying to go out on the scene, find clients, things like that. So it was like more partying, and I was like, I don't want to party anymore. I'm sick of partying. I've been partying for years and I'm over it. And I just felt so empty. Like I was like, I have all this money and it just wasn't doing it.
It's like truly it's worthless.
Yeah.
Money is so worthless. Again, it's memories and the things you do with it itself.
It's not everything.
It's not everything. So making that transition from the nightlife, obviously, and you decide like, all right, it's time to get out. I'm ready to make a difference with my life in a positive way from the negativity I think you were surrounded by.
Yeah.
And start pursuing this purpose, right, and this more fulfillment. What was the decision that you made? What was the quote unquote the business you pursued to make it out?
Yeah. So I started a swim line before I quit, like maybe 2 years before I quit, because that was like my way I was gonna get out. And I had a business partner. It was a friend I grew up with, and we didn't know anything about it. Literally, it probably seemed super random to some people because I didn't go to school for business, didn't, know how to sew. But we were from Miami. We loved bikinis. I owned probably 300, so I kind of was like an expert on bikinis and like I knew what girls wanted.
Unintentionally.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just started designing our own stuff, and we, you know, my parents were like super supportive about it. They were like, "Do it. Yeah, like we love it." Like my mom even invested. Um
Nice.
Yeah, so that was really awesome. And like we ran with it, and it's crazy. Like we had so much success right away. It was like, and this was back in a time where like reels didn't
What year
exist.
is this, give or take?
My God, like 2017, I think.
Yeah, that's before.
2017.
Yeah, I think Instagram is still in its like.
2016, 2017, around there.
Yeah, that's when Instagram is definitely not pushing reels at all. I
I mean,
think TikTok
people
is
had just started kind of like like it really wasn't like influencer land
Instagram
yet.
was still social media was still
Social media,
Like,
yes.
dude, now it is literally just a freaking marketplace.
Yeah,
It's just
it was totally different back then. So the fact that we
everyone sells
sold,
something now. I feel like
yeah.
literally, if you're not like, dude, get with the freaking times, brother. Like,
Oh
hot
my God.
2025, big dog, wake up,
Modify.
modify, big, come on, wake up.
Yeah. So yeah, it was swimline, and we had no idea what we were doing. We did a lot of research. We spent a lot of resource, time, money, energy on building it, and it did really well, surprisingly, for like two little young girls that had no idea what they were doing.
What was the total you made? Was it how long was the
We did it for 5 years.
5 years? How much did you make in the first year, give or take?
Almost six figures, I would say.
Wow,
Yeah, and then after that, I think our biggest year was like 160,000 or something like that in sales.
wow, dude, that I don't think people understand how actually truly impressive it is to be profitable in any business for the
Yeah.
first 2 years. Just on average, you're just not. But especially in my opinion, now that I'm kind of in that world a little bit with clothing and apparel, dude, um, you
Yeah.
don't just mistakenly and luckily make $100,000+ off of like clothes.
Yeah.
So I guess number one, how do you think that was possible? Like, what was the real skill set that you think made that successful?
Yeah, I mean, one, I think we had a really good pulse on what girls wanted, what women wanted, and what wasn't in the market. Like we found this like gap in the market where it was, again, this is before fast fashion as well, really.
Mm.
So, now you can get a bathing suit for $10. It's insane. But it was luxury swimwear kind of, but also there wasn't a lot of luxury swimwear that fit how we like, as a woman, I would always be like, why can't bathing suits fit like underwear? Like just sit on you. And that was our biggest people loved the designs and they loved the fit because it didn't squeeze you. It was like super flattering. I don't know, like the flattering part was missing in bikinis. Like bikinis would be cute, but it would be the design would be cute. You'd put it on and it wasn't like how you wanted it to fit. People were using elastic. And so we changed what we were like instead of using elastic, we used something else so it didn't hug on, like didn't squeeze you. And so it just, I don't know, between the designs that were very, very unique, we were using a lot of mesh. Nobody was doing that back then. Now a lot of people do it. So many people ripped off our main thing that was in Swim Week, in Sports Illustrated. We were in Sports
Is
Illustrated.
that where the I guess the pop came from in terms of your
No,
exposure? Like, how did you sell so
no.
many? Like, where did it
The
come from?
pop came from influencers. Influencers had just started, and it was one influencer in particular, and that was where I kind of learned like sometimes you can give your stuff to influencers who have like millions of followers and it results in zero sales. So you kind of really have to do your research on like who's following them, what's their engagement like. Like this wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So we had to
very
learn
new.
we had to learn that. Like we thought, oh, she has 3 million followers, we're going to get so many sales. No, we actually got more sales from the girl who had 150,000 followers.
130,000. Yeah.
Yeah, because she has way better engagement rate. So there was no algorithm. Like no one knew what that was back then. So, it was a lot of trial and error, but that it was from that. And the thing was like the girls wanted our suits. Like they would contact us and we'd be like, yeah, we'll give you one for free if you'll post. So we weren't paying them. Like they were, and these were like big influencers
Yeah.
at the time.
So no ads, just
Never made it, never did an ad, never.
impressive.
Yeah,
Impressive.
so it was all organic, everything, and yeah, it was awesome. Swim week, we did the whole thing, uh, and then we dealt with as the years went on, we dealt with fast fashion coming in and all these people stealing our designs, which was insane. Like to it, like completely copying
Do business.
and charging half the price.
Yep.
And that was when I was like, this isn't the business for me.
Dude's ruthless, bro. Absolutely ruthless. And I think so for me, to get into KG for a second, that's why I'm so deeply connected to the message. And I'm so deeply connected to the community that you have to
Yeah.
build. Because like I'm telling you, the product it can be replicated so easily. In the
Oh yeah.
day, there's only a certain amount of fabrics. There's only a certain amount of certain products and things you can create
Yeah.
without someone either one taking it, ripping you off, making the same thing with half the price or whatever it is. Like you can't build a business, in my opinion, off of the actual product itself. You have to build it off of what the product
Community.
represents in the community.
Yeah.
So I,
That wasn't really known back then, but yeah. Yeah. That's a huge thing now.
because that's again, you can't compete with what is it? What is it? Fast fashion, Fashion Nova and
Sheen,
Sheen. I
Hot
mean,
Men
even
Style.
Amazon now. Like, just
They're the ones that copied us
you can't
and
compete
Fashion
that
Nova.
stuff. You can't compete that stuff. Like, you have to represent your company, your brand, your product, whatever it is, with a message that people
Totally.
connect to like deeply
Yeah,
with.
there wasn't like I don't think there was like a spectrum of like marketing and like no one knew because like this is such a new thing.
Hmm.
Nobody knew how to. But either way, I was just like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like don't
Yep.
I don't, and also, we were putting so much back in. We weren't taking a salary. So the business was making a lot of money, but we were putting so much money. It is so expensive we had a whole team of people. We were making it from scratch. We're not ordering it in China and slapping a logo on it.
Yep.
We were making it from scratch, designing it from scratch, making our own fabrics. Like this was not
That's why it rubbed you so wrong because you put so much effort into it,
yeah.
and people are just like, yeah, we'll do it like half the effort, half the price.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh hell nah. But yeah, it came down to we stopped doing that because it came down to we weren't taking a salary and everything was being put back in. It was so expensive, and I wasn't willing to, not make it in the U.S. and not design it myself and like compromise on the integrity of the brand and the stuff and the quality. And I was like, no.
No, dude, I know what you mean because, dude, when it comes to clothing, especially, I mean, that is a business. If you cannot swallow the pill of like, I'm not taking this out for a minimum the first 2 to 3 years, minimum.
What did I tell you when you told me you're doing? I said, don't do it. Run. Do not
Yep.
waste your fucking time.
Yep, I know.
I would tell anyone that unless you have millions and millions of dollars to throw into it or millions of an investor that's going to give you millions and invest, I would say absolutely not. But it
Or
makes sense for like what you have. Like I like the whole vibe. I love it, but I'm just saying
or
it's
patience, and that's
good
what I
point.
have because, like, dude, I've let go of it. I've let go
Yeah.
of like this.
It's just I'll tell you one thing, it's great for what you have because it's like it's an addition.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's not what you're depending on for an income. That's fine. But that was not the case for us.
As of right now,
That was like
yeah,
our thing that we were depending on.
trying to pay bills with. And I think that's the issue when people get into business for that urgency of trying to make money just to pay bills with. And it's like, dude, you have
It
to
wasn't
be
even, it was
willing.
just, I wanted to get out of nightlife.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
People want to start a business again to make money and to get out and have this like whole freedom life of being an entrepreneur
yeah.
and making their own schedule, yada yada. But I think where the big pill that people have to swallow that really have a hard time doing. Um, I mean, I don't know about you exactly, but I know for me, I worked multiple jobs, 3 jobs actually, while I was building my online business for the first like couple months and stuff. Like,
So did I.
you have to be willing to commit to like, hey, I might have to work that shitty side job that I
Oh, yeah.
work. Like,
I
while
did.
I pay my bills. Yeah, well, this job sucks, but it's gonna at least pay my bills for sure.
When I started network marketing, I had several jobs at that time.
Yeah, because that came from nightlife, swim line. Now we're moving into what, network marketing. That was the next step.
Yeah. And so that was
The
like,
lily pad. We hopped over to next lily pad.
yeah. And that came in my life. And it was just like, oh, like it was like exactly what I wanted, what I was like praying for. Um, yeah, seemed like the dream job at that time. I mean,
Why do you think it was the quote unquote dream job?
because it kind of had everything. Like influencers were kind of on the rise, but I didn't want to be an influencer just like talking about different brands every day. I liked the aspect of like if I liked the product, being connected to one brand that kind of had an umbrella of everything. Um, I saw girls making millions of dollars, earning the car, earning trips, and I was like, this is what I want. Like they focus on mindset. There's so many like, I was like, this is what I'm looking for.
While not having to be inside of a nightclub for nights and hours of just disgusting.
Yeah, and I remember when I started, people were like, "That's a scam. You're so stupid. The shampoo girls, ha ha." Like like everyone was talking shit about the shampoo girls, and I was like, the shampoo girls that I know are making $100,000 a month. Like, I'm cool. I'll be a shampoo girl.
I'll be shampoo girl. I'll be the shampoo girl. I'll be shampoo boy. Let me know. I am in.
So I was like, sign me up, shit.
Yeah, right. And I think that's such a big issue. It was freaking egos, bro.
It's huge.
God, like it ruins people's
I've
lives.
just never been afraid to be cringe. If I like it and I believe in it, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, it's taking you a lot further than I think you ever
I
expected.
do not care. I don't care about looking cringe.
So, like with network marketing, I mean, it sounds like what I remember you told me. I mean, you scaled like insane and millions in sales, thousands of. I mean,
It was crazy.
you did a lot of stuff. I mean, bro, you were. I mean, I remember because that's when I started basically working with you. That's when we
Yeah.
kind of met. 2020.
I was like a year in,
Yeah.
a year and a half in when I met you.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, you
And it was already like,
yeah, you were
crazy.
Yeah, you were crushing. I remember seeing like all your posts and stuff, and you're going like the luxury trips, and like, you're getting flown out like by the company to like these, like Mexico, what else, Bahamas, and
yeah. I think I went on like 13 brand trips with them.
sheesh, and the car.
And the car that I still have.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
So like, what I want to know more of is like, what did that success feel like on the outside, or not the outside, more like the inside? Like, it looks awesome. The life looked awesome, but on the inside, did you still feel that it was like the right thing? Like, this is like the end all be all. Everything's right. This is my one thing. I'm gonna do the rest of my life.
I think that I had so much fun, and it was like
Like a breath of fresh air.
I learned so much. I loved what I was doing. I was super passionate about it, believed in it 1000%, like just loved it so much. But I will say that I did not have any work-life balance whatsoever. I was working crazy. Like the first 6 months, I had like three jobs on the side because I was like, I got out of nightlife, had three jobs on the side, like cocktailing at lounges, serving at a restaurant, and Kai, my swim line. So I was doing all of that, and I was still trying to make network. I just started network marketing, so I was like, I just need to make $10,000 a month, and then I can quit all of this stuff. I'll still have my swim line, and I kept my swim line for like a year, and then I stopped doing it because it just didn't make sense anymore.
Yep.
My network marketing business got so big that I was like, it just doesn't make sense anymore. Um, but anyways, I was like, I just need to make this amount, and then I'll quit all this stuff. And so in 6 months, I was making 10 grand a month. I earned the car, I earned my first trip, and I was like, okay, boom, done with all of that. And I think I don't know, I didn't have a work life balance. I didn't have anyone telling me about that. I was doing a lot of mindset work and all the things you do in the beginning of becoming an entrepreneur. Like there was just so many things that I do now that I wasn't doing then, and I burnt myself out. Like, to be honest, I started taking Adderall, and I don't think I've ever even talked about this online, but I was addicted to Adderall, and
When you say addicted, what do you?
I was taking it every day. And I didn't even realize I was addicted till I met you like a year and a half later. And the world was like kind of like right after the world shut down, there was like in Miami at least, you couldn't get Adderall. So that was why I had to get off Adderall. Not because I was like, oh, I should probably stop taking speed that I don't need. I was,
Cut off.
yeah, so I had no choice. And I remember I was driving to my friend's house in Fort Lauderdale because he's prescribed them, and he would give me like five. So I would have five for like the month. And I was like weaning myself off of it. And that's how I did it, because that's when I realized I was like, oh my God, I'm literally addicted to this. I didn't even know. I didn't even realize how stupid. But I didn't even realize until I started to wean myself off. And then I started having like withdrawals, and I couldn't focus without it. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like literally dependent on this.
Crazy.
So that was like when I met you. I finally got, I weaned myself off of it in 2021, and I've never taken one since.
People don't understand how powerful that stuff really is. Like in a negative way. Like, it's like
I would work for 17 hours straight. I wasn't eating. I lost so much weight. People would be like, you're disappearing. I didn't even notice it until I looked in the mirror one day, and I was like, holy shit, I'm 108 pounds. Like, I'm 125 pounds right now. So like I was so tiny. Like I was like, was disappearing. And
I'm gonna start.
I was making a ton of money. So to answer your question, how was it on the inside? Like, I think my adrenaline was like, I don't know. I was just it's all I cared about. I thought like if I could make 30K a month, that was my goal, 30K a month. If I could get that top rank, I'll finally be happy. And then when I got it, I was so disappointed. I was like, why doesn't this feel better? Why isn't this everything I ever dreamt of and thought it would be? Like, what's going on? It was honestly like an empty feeling. And that's when I realized that like the whole like, the grow in the growth and the journey, that's like the fun part and that's where you should be present and like you shouldn't burn yourself out. Like and I'm always going to be a workaholic. I've always been like that, but this was like another level. I was working 17-hour days. I had no life. Like I was like live, breathe, all like that's all I did.
Feel that.
So, and I still am that way, but like I don't work 17-hour days. I have boundaries. I have a morning routine, a nighttime routine. Like I had to learn all of that though.
We now enjoy the process.
Yes.
Truly enjoy it.
Really enjoying the journey.
And I think the number one thing with that, I tell people all the time, bro, it's just one, it's gratitude, but with gratitude comes being present.
Yep.
It's the number one thing you can do because I think
not present.
What we were doing wrong. We were constantly worried about the next goal, the next milestone.
Oh yeah, I would get a goal and
Never
I
good
wouldn't
enough.
even celebrate.
It was never good enough.
I'd be like, all right, what's next?
Me neither.
And when I hit that 30, when I saw I made 30 grand in 1 month and I opened it, I was like, I opened my you get your email, whatever. I was so excited for like a day. And then I was like, that's weird.
It's so underwhelming.
Why don't I feel any different?
Because the thing is, I made 50K, over 50K in 1 month. Same exact thing happened to me. I was like, hell yeah, did it. Bank account looks nice. So
now what?
Literally now what? And I have.
But that's how you know, like you're chasing it for the wrong.
And I had people asking me that. I'm like, bro, is this not good enough for y'all? Like, because for me, like now I've realized I wasn't chasing the money. I was chasing impact mainly. It wasn't income, it was impact.
Same.
But I also realized when you make that money, like my realization was, I already have the dream life. I already had the freedom.
I just wasn't living in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, is it obsessed over that next goal? So you're in the network marketing, and obviously you're not there anymore. And I know why. To the exact detail why, who, what, where, when. I was with you in the car in Italy, actually, when it happened.
In Italy.
Yep.
Were we in Italy? Yeah, Italy.
Puglia.
I'll never forget that day. That, like.
Yep. So, put it this way, I'll say it collapsed / you really were given no choice to leave, but you kind of had to find a new.
Well, I'm actually still in it, and I still make a couple $1,000s a month from it, but I chose to walk away from it because of everything that happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unfortunate, but I think it was like, I don't know, like greed, misalignment, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be different depending on who you're talking to, but there was just some people that didn't want to do it anymore, and that's fine, but it was like the way they moved about it. They took food off people's plates. They hurt a lot of people, and I mean, it's at the end of the day now, I'm like, it's business, whatever, but that really affected my life.
No, but then again, at the same time, like, fuck that. Like, straight up. Because I get chills. It pisses
I mean, you were there. You
know.
heard the whole conversation.
Everything. Everything. And like, we were in that car for like 2.5 hours just sitting there, like, hearing it all. And like, I know everyone says, oh, it's just business. Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's tough because when friendships are involved and it's like, it sucks. Like, I'm not going to lie, it really threw me. Like, you were there, you saw. And it took me about 6-7 months to like, just like get back on my feet and get back to like that place. Like, and I just honestly, like that whole experience, it woke me up. I learned so many lessons in that moment. Like, I was like, oh my God.
Well, I saw the shift. I saw it. I saw a little mini demon come out of you that I had never really seen before. I was like, oh, she about to do something.
So
like, she about
angry.
Dude, you were.
I felt so betrayed, just the way that it was done.
So fired up. We got back to Paris, and dude, I could feel you're like just.
I don't think I've been that angry in a really long time.
You were on a freaking death mission. Like, you were ready to go. I mean, you were ready to go do something. You were on. I see you were a lot. You were so freaking like fired up, pissed off. Yeah, well, I think it was like I was just so angry and hurt. Like it's like people you think are your friends, and then destroy your whole business that you helped. Like, you're the reason that gave everything to.
Yeah, like super loyal to, help them make a fuck ton of money. It's just it was unfortunate, and it's over with now. And honestly, I'm happy it happened
Oh, one of
because
the best things that ever happened.
I never would have gotten out of all of that
Best thing that
and
happened to
gotten out from under the spell I was from the people that were above me. Like, it was sad because I love it. I still love it. I love network marketing, but it made me realize that like I need to take control of my own stuff and I can't rely on anybody for my income. I can't allow anyone to be able to take away my income,
Yeah.
affect my income, any of that.
Because you said it before. You said I need to be able to build something that can't be taken away from me.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, obviously where
I said that in Paris. I was like, this is like, I was like waking up as it was happening, even though I was so devastated.
Bro, at the end of the day, this is why I preach and pressure people so heavily on understand what financial security actually means.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have the ability to make money from anywhere in the world forever and ever, no matter where you are, what time it is, like, no matter what anyone does to you. Like,
Yeah.
you have to develop a skill set that you can sell that's in demand to the world at any point at some time. That's when you start having financial security. When you can just literally go walk outside. I can be in a different country. I can be in a different city. Doesn't matter where I'm at. It doesn't matter.
Well, I think it
That's
made me
security.
realize like all of that at one time, and it was tough. Like just remember like 6, 7 months after that, it was like I lost the love for network marketing that I had. It just like sucked the joy out of it for me, and I decided
Yeah.
I don't really want to do this anymore because of that situation, and that it just left a bad taste in my mouth. It has nothing to do with the company. The products are amazing. I still use them. I'm still in it. I still love everyone that's in it.
I think you were so connected to the little community that you kind of built, and then obviously got blasted and shattered to nothing. I mean, yeah, I'd be pretty crushed too. I mean, it would definitely take some joy out.
It was like all my best friends at the time too. Like I just lost all of them because they had to like pick a side, which is so stupid, but that's how it kind of went. That's how they made it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a powerful ambition to have that desire, that goal to truly build something that no one can take away from you because it's not easy to do.
So honestly, like I'm, that's part of entrepreneurship too, is like things are gonna happen, people are gonna fuck you over, and everyone's really out for themselves. Like no one's gonna have your back like you do. And yeah, I mean, not everyone's like that. I could count the people I trust now on like one hand, and then that includes my parents, my man, my best friend, and you. Like very few people in business actually move with integrity. That was another lesson I learned.
For sure.
But I mean, in business, I feel like you just have to learn to accept the apologies you're never gonna get and move on, and you can't hold on to it. And so I that one hurt. It stung for a while. Felt like I was going through a breakup. Like friendship breakups, business breakups, they're just as bad as real breakups. Sucks, but you move on, and I don't wish them any bad. I'm like, you know what? I mean, karma comes back around. You're gonna have to deal with that one when it comes back for you. But I wish them the best, and we keep it moving, and that's what I did, and I picked myself up and started back from zero.
Here we are.
And here we are.
Podcast. So moving into where you are now, after obviously that whole transition, obviously not something you asked for, but again, God works in mysterious ways. Correct?
Amen.
Correct. With where you're at right now, the best way that I think I can define what you do is, because you say this a lot, monetize your genius. What do you mean by that? Because you say it a lot.
I do. I say it a lot. I think it's just like, I truly believe that anyone can make money online doing anything. It's just about how you package it. It's about how you market it. It's about making yourself seen, making, visibility. That's the most important thing, which falls into marketing and branding. So it's about like packaging up your brilliance and making money off of it. So with anything, I mean, there's girls, teaching people, selling stuff on how to make sourdough.
Literally.
They're making a shit ton of money.
I actually like those videos. I've seen them.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy watching them.
I love sourdough. Can you make some?
No, I'm not a sourdough bread girl.
Come on, man.
We're not there yet.
Oh, hook me up.
Not in my housewife era just yet. No, but yeah, so, there's anything. Like, I tell all my clients, I'm like, your monetizable skill, if you would say, your monetizable area would be between, like, what you're really good at, what you enjoy doing, and what people already come to you for. there's so many things that people do that, like there's in our girl group, there's somebody that's like the spreadsheet girl. Like when we do a girls trip, she is like the one that has like the Excel sheet, the spreadsheet, color coded. Like she makes Canva docs of like the vibe for the outfits. Like she's so good at that. I'm like, people would literally pay you to do this for bachelorettes, for trips. Like that's just how my brain works. So just things you already do, things you enjoy doing, and things people already come to you for. Maybe you're the friend that's like, everyone comes to him for the mommy advice. Maybe you're the friend that everyone comes to for the relationship advice. Like these are things that people are already coming to you for. You're already giving that information for free.
It's your sign. It's your gift.
So yeah, everyone has a unique gift.
Yeah.
And it's about just packaging that up and monetizing your genius. You don't need to be a genius, but we're all good at something and we all have gifts at some skill set that other people don't. That we don't even realize is a skill set that other people would want to learn. Or other people would pay for it.
The opportunity to change your life is right in front of your face.
Right here.
It's every single time. It's been there too. For a lot of people, it's right in front of their face and it's been there for years.
Yeah.
But I think, again, how you were back in the, nightlife and in the network marketing and stuff like that, I had seen, this thing you're doing right now, this skill set, just the day I met you. You should have been doing this 3-4 years ago.
I should have been.
Minimum.
Yeah.
3-4 years ago.
Absolutely, 1,000%.
And again, it's like you have to, I think, unfortunately, go through certain things to be brought to an awareness of actually what you're worth and what you're actually good at.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes a friend to remind you sometimes and be like, hey,
yeah. Justin told me you should be doing your own thing since like 2022. I think you've been telling me that. Maybe 2023.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I just noticed the biggest thing I noticed was how hard you worked, how much you cared about every single one of those freaking girls that you worked with.
And they didn't give a shit.
And you would just get girls.
Not all of them, but some of them didn't give a shit.
There were so many of them that I remember you would bring up and literally said, like, dude, if this freaking girl would just do something, holy shit. It's like your income was riding on theirs, right?
Mm-hmm. My income was basically determined by how well they could do. So that's kind of what brought me to the coaching thing, because obviously I had a lot of people do really well, which is why I was doing really well. Mm-hmm. But I realized that, a lot of people some people can't do, but a lot of people can do, but not a lot of people can teach. And so I realized I was really good at teaching people how to duplicate me. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, and I really loved it. Like I started loving seeing them win even more than myself win. And I was like, oh, I'm actually like, I'm good at this. And that kind of gave me even more of a purpose. And I just enjoyed so much like seeing them get wins. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I should do it by myself. And that's how we got here. I started coaching people on my own.
It's the key. When you want to see someone win more than they themselves want to see themselves win, you're going to be successful in anything you do. But I think that's where I didn't like where you were with your business and the life you had. Yeah. Because I saw how much you cared. I saw how much effort you put in. I saw your own work ethic. Yeah. And I was like, dude, she's not going to pay what she deserves. Yeah. She's having to get.
No, I wasn't.
It wasn't a direct.
Even when I was making good money, but if I put all that in for myself, I would make more.
Not to say any numbers here. I mean, I say that. But your best month in Monet, have you per se gotten close to that or exceeded it?
Yeah.
In coaching?
Yeah.
And how long have you been coaching for?
6 months now, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yep. Justin's right. Yep.
Okay, Justin.
So right now with coaching, if obviously someone's interested in getting started with it, want to get into it, with the current people you work with and like people you talk with, because you talk to a good amount of people on a pretty much on a daily, weekly basis for sure. What's probably the biggest thing you see people doing wrong? They're trying to get into it and make it online. Yeah,
I think a lot of people are just really stuck with caring what people think and the whole I hear it all the time, I don't want to be cringe. Am I doing too much? Is it too much? And I'm like, what is too much? There is no such thing as doing too much. I mean, obviously, I guess you could be cringe, but we all start cringe. People don't realize, if I showed you my first video, I have it on my highlights. My first video of me showing my face talking on my story, I am so cringe. I watch it and my skin, I want to crawl out of my skin. I'm looking down and I'm stuttering.
With your hair.
Yeah, I'm like twiddling my thumbs, like I'm so awkward. And now, like I just go on and riff and I don't even think about what I'm going to say. But
all.
I mean, you don't get to that point without being cringe.
Repetition. You gotta start somewhere, and that's so freaking. I could get so fired up with this right now because it pisses me off at how many people, including myself, for a long time, are so fearful of other people's opinions.
I've never been that way.
It's the number one thing that just completely keeps.
I knew I was cringe in the beginning, but I didn't care. I was like, well, I have to get good at this. So, I don't know. I've never really. It sounds bad, but I just feel like even from when I was younger, I really gave zero fucks, and I still tend to not give zero fucks.
I mean, I've never not seen you give them because the day I met you, you was the one yapping on your story. You taught me.
Yeah.
Like probably the first thing you taught me was just how to start talking on my Instagram story like it was nothing, because you would just like be obviously working out with me, usually not very happy with me. In the moment. You're welcome for that body, though. I gave you
well, the
for that.
Well, the body's gone now.
So how would you leave Justin?
She has left the building.
I took her away. But it was workouts, though. I mean, obviously, like that's where obviously we got super close. But that's where I started understanding posting online. I didn't post on Instagram.
I know. I was like, wait, they're paying you $12 a person for this, and you plan the whole thing, and you're the talent. I'm like, you need to start doing this shit online. Like, dude, that's where it's at. And you ask me so many questions every time. That's one thing I'll give you. Like, some people don't take advantage of that, and you ask me so many questions.
I mean, dude, I'm sitting there and I'm making dirt, and I've got this little prissy little white girl walking in. I'm like, you make how much money again on that damn phone? Like, what do you do again? Yeah. I'm like, how does it work? Like, what? Huh?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
But you took that and you ran with it.
Yeah, because it's pretty freaking obvious when someone walks in there tripling and quadrupling and 10xing your weekly and monthly income from their phone in their bed.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Help me, please.
Yeah.
It's just curiosity, but again, it comes from exposure. I was never exposed to it.
And that's why, these spaces, high level spaces are so important. Like even just one-on-one coaching with me or with you, it's so important because those rooms stretch you. Like you never know what's possible until you get around people that are doing it. And that's like, that for me, I will never think that investing in stuff like that is a waste of money. Like all the masterminds I've been to so many. I've read thousands of freaking books.
What do you think is more powerful? Do you think the book is more powerful?
No.
Or a person is more powerful?
Person. Every day, all day.
Absolutely. Because what do you think it is the person that does versus the book? Being around someone who's doing what the book says to do versus reading what the book says to do. What do you think? What's the difference there?
You learn actionable, tangible things in real time. And you also can ask questions. Like there's nothing better than having somebody that's been where you were. Mm-hmm. To be like,
or where you want to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, where you want that.
And
both.
Yeah.
Both, yeah. So you can say, there's nobody in the world that understands what content creators, are going through more than me. There's nobody in the world that understands somebody that has an offer that's not selling, that needs to switch their messaging. Like, only someone that's done it before can understand what you're going through and also help you over the hurdles that they've already accomplished and gone through.
It's that simple. For me, I break down coaching very simply. It's time travel. I'm literally selling time travel. Because unless you want to take the same 4 years it took me to get where I am right now, because I can get you to where I am in 5-6 months.
Yeah, with books, like you can read it, but it's not, you're not.
Have fun applying it.
Yeah.
That's where this shit actually starts happening.
Coaching is like, it's also like you have that person holding you accountable too. It's so different. Like, you could read a book and be like, wow, that was a great passage. All right, I'm gonna go to bed now. You know what I mean? Like, and then you don't look at the book for 2 weeks. So,
or you just don't take anything with the information and do anything with it, because it's not information that changes your life, it's implementation.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And it goes back to the first episode, taking action.
Yeah.
Literally. It's all it comes down to. Because there's so many people, I can't stand a freaking little bookworm that is like, I've read all these books. You're an exception. You've read a lot of books, but you've actually taken action on the information.
I try. But that's what I was going to say. The masterminds they're way better. Like,
absolutely.
And I'll never regret spending money on that stuff because it stretches your mind and you see what's possible and it motivates you and you learn so much more from being around those people, that mindset, that room. It's like those things, that's what changes your life. Like,
Absolutely. It's
worth every dollar.
It's getting the information and having someone, again, to help you apply it, implement it, keep you accountable. But then most importantly, when you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know.
What do I do next?
It's okay, brother. I was already there 5 months ago, 6 years ago. Do this. I already did it for you. You ain't got to go through that mistake alone.
Oh my
You ain't
God.
got to suffer alone. Most importantly.
The amount of mistakes
First mistakes, but
that you could make.
It's the mistakes. I think the worst part about not having a coach or a mentor per se is just, again, making the mistake is one thing, but then suffering through the mistake alone and just having no one just to like help you out, understand. As like, I don't know about you, like, dude, the mistakes I made getting into online business, like, don't get me wrong, I made the same mistakes most people do, as we all do. We all learn the same way, pretty much.
Of course, that's how you learn.
But the thing that I feel like my clients get that I wish I had, this is why I do what I do, is that community and that true brotherhood and that mentor that actually gives a shit about you.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to a point now where I feel like I'm more of a therapist sometimes than an actual coach or a mentor.
Oh, well, I mean, that's always.
Because, dude, I didn't have anyone, no one understood what I was going through.
That's what I'm saying.
No one supported
When
me.
my girls come
They
to
didn't get
me,
it. I
when
couldn't explain it.
my client comes to me and says, I had a reel go viral and I'm getting hate comments, and I, like, what do I do? You know?
You made it!
Yeah.
Welcome!
Yeah.
You did
But,
it.
you know, no one else is going to understand that.
No.
Besides, like, even something small like that, like something silly that, you know, I never gave a shit about the hate comments, but I know that really gets to people. It's like you've got to have,
For sure.
you know, you got to have thick skin.
For sure. Right now, do you think most people are scared of failing itself, or they're scared of being seen trying / failing?
Being seen trying and failing, 100%. Yeah, I mean...
Say worst case scenario, you fail, what happens? Like, if no one looks, if no one can see.
I don't understand why people care about that. I've never really cared. It's never been a thought in my mind. I don't really give a shit what people think. Because you know what? I think maybe it's because people are going to think what they think no matter what. And they're like, someone's going to have something to say about you always, no matter what. I learned that at a very young age.
No matter what. You can go to
why
church.
would I give a fuck?
You can go to church every single day, read the Bible every single day, pray every single day.
She's a Bible thumper.
She's so a loser. She's so weird. Like,
Yeah.
always right. Damn. It's just G. Whoa, be nice. Like,
Yeah, no.
dude,
I mean,
dude, it
so
doesn't
you might as
matter
well
what
do
you
what
do.
you want anyways.
You have to do what you want. You have to be yourself. You have to go chase your dream. I think about it all the time. Like, I've gotten really present with this lately. Is like, am I going to do what I'm about to go do because I want to do it? Or
Right.
because I think other people have told me I should go do it?
Yeah.
It's like, where are you living your life? Like, literally, capitalize, underline, emphasize, italicize your life.
We got it.
Like, literally, it's like, what are you doing? Like, are you literally living like what your parents told you should go do?
Yeah.
Are you living what the Instagram influencer has told you to go do? Like,
Yeah.
where are your influences and decisions really coming from?
I think it's just like people are so in that headspace where it's like our whole life, someone has been telling us what to do. Like, it's like first it's your parents, then it's like your coaches or whatever, and then it's
Going
your
to school,
teachers, then it's your professors, then it's your boss.
Get this job.
So it's like sometimes it's hard to hear that inner voice. Like, what do I want? What do I want to do? Luckily,
work
I'm just
programs.
like obsessed with myself, so I can hear that voice very clearly.
No, I never got that. Never. What are you talking about?
No, but you know what
You obsessed? No.
No. All jokes aside, I just am like the most decisive person.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I want. Like, I'm not somebody that's like, I don't know. What do I like? I don't know. Like, with everything, I'm just very decisive.
That's something I'm working on, honestly, a little bit, is being more just like this. No thinking. Just go. Like, and because again, it's like you're making these calculated risks, but at the same time, being decisive, like having indecision, and I mean, Jesus Christ, literally, if I go get food, and I'm like, I still have a little bit of my health brain in there, my Coach J health coach brain,
Wow.
and so I'm looking, I'm like, this has more protein, but I want the enchilada, but this has more steak on it, but this also costs more, and I'm just like, I mean, it's a battle in my head sometimes, dog.
No, dude,
But-
when I tell you, if I have an idea or if I have something in my head or a thought, like, there's just no talking me out. Like, I'm just like so decisive on everything. It's even down to my wedding dress. Like, when I went wedding dress shopping, she was like, you are the most decisive bride I've ever seen. It's insane. Like, I would try one style on, I'd be like, I don't like it. I don't need to try any of these on anymore. Like, I just like know what I know what I like. I know what I want. I'm like, I think that's like a good trait to have, I think.
Absolutely. No, absolutely is, because that's what got you out
Yeah.
of your situations in
Totally.
your life.
The second I don't like how something is, I'm like, not for me. I'm
Yeah.
good. Good off that.
Do you know how many people stay in a relationship that doesn't serve them?
Yeah.
It's toxic,
I
abusive.
mean, we've all done stupid shit
And
for
it's-
men or
but-
women.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like when you really look back at it, are you deciding to stay in that relationship because again you're scared of what people are gonna think about you if you leave or whatever it is? Like during the day, you gotta choose you.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so I see so many people living a life with a job, with a person, in a place they don't love, they don't like, and they're not proud of.
That's sad.
And it's
That
like,
makes me
dude,
so sad.
you gotta be aware. You gotta be understand. I don't want to be here, so I'm gonna go do something about it.
Yeah.
And it's not choosing to constantly suffer. Like is what it is. This is how life is. Nope, it's not.
I think that's a big thing. Like I anytime I didn't like how something was in my life, I was like, nope, I don't want this. Like next, how can I make a move right now the way I don't have to do this? So it was always that. And I don't know if that comes with decisiveness. I think it just comes with like knowing what you will allow and what you won't allow, what you want, what you don't want. Like,
And I think that stimulates the next question, but also kind of answers at the same time, is thinking back to who Crista was 2017, 2021 era, right? You're in the network marketing, but also the nightlife era. Either one, I think it's kind of both in the similar realm. What's the advice you're giving to Crista in that time of her life, knowing that maybe it's time to make a change? It's time to maybe pursue that urge and desire she has in her heart to do something else. Doesn't really know what to do.
yeah.
What's what's like the big sister advice?
Yeah.
Then number two, what's the Coach Crista mentor advice on actionable steps to take?
Yeah, I would tell her that everything's going to work out. Everything that's going to happen to you, there's going to be some crazy twists, turns, things you never thought would happen to you, people turning on you never thought they would. It's all going to happen. That's okay. You're going to learn from it. Everything's happening for you. God is bringing you on the right path, just the right exact path for you. And when it seems hard, it's going to work out. So I say that to all my clients too, like it's happening for you. Where's the lesson in what's happening? How can you learn from it?
Yep.
And
Every
I
negative
would
is
tell her
positive.
that, or more early on, because it took me years to realize that.
And actionable steps. Someone's like, all right, I got it, I'm ready. What do I do? I'm ready.
I think that you follow the urges. Like you follow, I don't want to say follow your heart because it sounds corny, but like follow whatever your intuition is. Whatever scares you the most, I would go after that first. I think fail faster. Like that's the only way. People don't realize like you don't get here without putting in the reps, failing. We say it all the time. So fail faster. Like how can you? I remember in 2021, I had a series where I was like making it a point to do things I sucked at to fail quicker. And there is not a bigger jump I had in skill set than that time, because it was like, I suck at public speaking. Okay, I'm gonna throw an event and I'm gonna speak on stage. I suck at, at first I sucked at editing reels. That's how I got good at reels. And I even did a reels class. I made like $5-6 grand a month off that. I'm an expert at editing reels now, So I literally did a challenge online where I was like, I suck at waking up early. I woke up at 5 a.m. for 3 months and I did the 5 a.m. club, invited people to do it with me. So I would say like start with the things that you need to get good at for whatever you want to do, and fail at them faster, suck at them faster. Like go and do it, even if you suck at it, even if you're scared, and that's how you're gonna get better. There's no other, like people think there's this secret. There's no secret, that's it.
I'm biting my tongue right now.
Cause you wanna go off.
Talk my language. I could go.
Justin can't wait for his interview.
And then finally, because this is about Crista. This is
Okay.
Krista's episode.
Thank you. When is it not about
Give her
Krista?
her flowers or her spotlight, as she doesn't get enough already as it is.
Okay.
Who is Crista becoming next?
Yes, I
Drum
love
roll.
that question. Krista is becoming her. She is becoming the best version of herself. And
Spicy.
I don't think I've ever had a year where I've accomplished more and been so focused on like just crushing goals. Like, and I've done a lot in my life. But this year, I got so intentional on everything. And I just feel super excited about it.
Your energy's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's shifted so much since
So
I was
much.
with you in Paris. And obviously, it's been, what, 6-ish, 8? No, it's been
8 months.
It's been a year, dog. It's been a year, dog.
Yeah, it's been a year.
1 year.
Holy shit. Happy
1 year.
anniversary.
Happy Paris anniversary. But I seen the shift from where you were. I mean, because dude, I saw you almost at places at your worst.
Yeah,
when all
that
that stuff was going down,
I was
and you
going
were
through
so
it.
lost. You were so lost, and
So upset.
I see so much more. Just not as purpose, but I feel like you're so much more aligned, and
So aligned.
I see I can see this little. I mean, dude, you're just so hungry, and like you're just so locked in.
Yeah.
And you just know exactly where you're going, and
Yeah.
you know exactly what to do, and you have a why behind it. Like you have purpose, you have alignment to it,
And not only that, but I'm doing it in such a well-balanced way. And that took me so long.
probably your
so
biggest
long.
accomplishment, honestly.
So long to like be well-balanced and feel like just so good about everything I'm doing and not overworked, burnt out, tired, frustrated, like not where I want to be, not like no clarity. Like I felt like that for so long, even when I was doing so well in network marketing. And I don't feel that way anymore. Like I finally feel like I've figured it out. I'm in my CEO era. I'm in my badass energy era. I'm in my becoming her era. And like, it's going to be a tough year to watch for people who don't like me because I'm just getting started.
Yeah. No,
And that's where I'm at. That's what's
Feel
next.
that.
Everything and everything.
Last thing I'm gonna ask you: if no one ever heard anything ever about you ever again,
Oh God.
and all the content you had ever created was deleted forever, I'm gonna hit you with this. one. You ready for
Tragic.
this? How could the world turn?
Delete my digital footprint.
What is the advice that you would leave to the world?
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
You
just
want me to think of that on the fly? Are you
Yep.
freaking well?
Yep. Welcome to Justin Being the Podcast Interviewer.
What is the advice I would give to the world?
Just what would you want the world to know if they had to know one thing? What would you tell the world?
One thing?
Just what represents Crista, and what would you tell the world if they knew nothing about you, they never knew what you've accomplished? or done?
You can do anything you want to. I think if more people believed that, because that's the first thing is belief. If you don't believe you can, no one will. And be delusional. Be delusional. You can do anything you want. Once you unlock that part in your brain, like you can do anything you want. You can learn anything. You can get good at anything. You can accomplish whatever.
It's a scary power.
It's like
when
you
realize.
have this power that you're like, you realize there's nothing I can't do if I put my mind to it. Of course it's going to be blood, sweat, tears, hours, time, resources, energy. It's going to take everything out of you. But yeah, you could do that thing. Oh, you want to do that? Cool. You could do it.
Go.
So that would be like if I could just brainwash everyone to have like this like undeniable Delulu self-belief, that would be it. That's what I hope everyone can get from me, even if they just borrow my belief for them.
Absolutely. Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Well, that is Crista Dettelis,
Oh
everyone.
my gosh, it's like 4 hours long.
It's like an hour. It felt like 4 hours. I don't know.
Holy shit, I don't like talking about myself that long.
No, it's amazing though, dude. Proud of you, truly. Like you've been through a lot, but
Thanks, man.
It's
It's crazy, you've been there through a lot of it.
a lot's happened in the last 4 years, 3 years.
Yes.
But no, I'm proud of you for real. I do look up to you. There's a lot of things that you.
I'm sorry, wait, what
Shut
was
up. Let me just. Can you just let me just. Come on. Jesus. A lot of things you've done that are very inspiring and very motivating.
Thank you, friends. Thank you. I feel the same way about you. We're about to get into you next. Big dog, don't worry. You about to have your day. You about to have your time.
If you like Crista, if you want to know more, go follow her on Instagram at Cristalina11. And obviously, if you like this episode, you want to know more about us, as in me, coming up next, and everything else going forward with Modify, don't forget to like the YouTube video if you're watching from YouTube, subscribe, and share it to others because we got a lot more coming. And don't forget,
Get modified.